Hello and welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today we're going to continue our run with Izzet Spellweaving. We had a little bit dubious, a bit of a dubious win. We won the first game. We lost a long stalled out second game, and either our opponent timed out or our opponent. I really don't know what happened. There's really no indication about what exactly happens if our opponent looks at a 7-hander, doesn't keep and whatnot. Well, anyway, we're gonna proceed on. We're gonna march on forward. At least we can't complain too much, but that's kind of weird. Can't complain too much when it happens to others. We'll definitely complain and raise hell if it happens to us. I guess that's how things go, but that's part of beta testing, and I really don't know what happened on the other side. For some reason, Sir Newton had to go somewhere. Something important, even AFK. Wish you the best of luck in what you need to do. Or I really don't know what happened. It's just a weird case. So play Highland Lake turn 1. Again, we did not run the full complement of Sulphur Falls because I don't have enough rare wild cards to buy all 40 of them. So Highland Lake on 1, Mountain and 2, Treasure Maps, Pyroblast Canal and 3, Champion of Wits. So we're gonna keep this one. Considering this one, black. Did not want to see another Highland Lake. We definitely. Oh, blue black. This is control. This is gonna be interesting. So let's play this Pyroblast Canal and turn 2 to run out Treasure Map. We're gonna definitely run out Champion of Wits turn 3. Whether he counters it or not, I'm going to run it out anyway, so Mountain, Champion of Wits. Counter. Yep, he's looking at his hands. Definitely a counter spell. But I am in an awkward position. What do I do if it's not a counter spell? I definitely ditch the Highland Lake, but am I gonna ditch Illumination? I could ditch Wizard's Lightning, then just hope to Gear Hulk it back up. Our opponent seems to be in yet another control matchup. So I guess what we learned is... Okay, so we're not getting the champions back. So one thing we learned is, if our opponent zigs in one direction, we zag in the other direction. Show the Torch of Defiance. I could have just played Highland Lake and give me an excuse. Don't want to run Chandra right now. Again, this looks like a counter-heavy deck. Oh, our opponent looks like the shield's down. So these lands tap anyway. Go for Champion of Wits again. Oh, it's stuck. Well, he has a removal spell, but okay, you're gonna take that action. And you're gonna dump Desert and Highland Lake. Play Mountain. End the turn. Balls on our opponent's court. If he tries to remove it, I could just hit Wizard. I could just hit him with the Wizard's Lightning. Right now, the Spite, I guess. Okay, but that's if I was gonna do that plan, I should not have hit end turn. Opponent could have a Scarab God. Yep, he's going for the Scarab God. No counter spell quite yet. Okay, interesting trick. Don't have a counter spell in the graveyard either, so I'm gonna let it resolve. I'm just gonna blink it back in. So the interesting thing is if our opponent if our opponent plays Scarab God again and we draw a land, we can Torrential Gear Hulk. Draw a land. Sometimes the deck doesn't listen. Anyway, we're definitely gonna cast Chandra now.
It's my turn.
So if you may cast that card, no. I'm gonna just add the 2 mana.
This'll be easy.
Spend 1 mana to scry. Keep Mountain on top, we need that. So could cast Key2 Chronicler. No, I want to save it. So I can attack. So the interesting thing also is that I don't have creatures, he doesn't have creatures. He's gonna want to kill a creature first if he wants to activate Scarab God's ability. He's probably gonna hastily rush Scarab God again. Vraska's Contempt. That's perfectly fine too. So I'm gonna just... Okay, so we're gonna lose our Chandra. So we're gonna try to ride the Champion of Wits to victory. So no, first thing we're gonna cast is Blink of an Eye. I wouldn't say our opponent's under any pressure. He could just cast a removal spell on Champion of Wits first. If he does, let's say one of those 4 man. Okay, Scarab God. Let that resolve. Next turn, then combat. Torrential Gear Hulk, Blink of an Eye. We're gonna be as annoying as possible. No mana for kicker. Okay, so we're now hitting for 7 next turn. It's gonna be quite interesting. Okay, Key2 Chronicler will only buy back lightning. So let's see. Combat, attack, send the whole team. So if he casts again, I can bring him down to... Wait, if he casts again, I could bring him down to 1, but I can buy back Wizard's Lightning. Okay, well, let's see what our opponent does. He's probably gonna play another land, so Torrential Gear Hulk's not a guarantee anymore. Okay, our opponent's deep in the tank. Definitely the correct play is to leave up any counter magic if you can. If he's thinking of removing Torrential Gear Hulk, that's fine. Actually, let's see. If he removes Torrential Gear Hulk, I can bolt him to 5. That works too. Basically, the plan's bolt him to 5 no matter what he does, unless he drops 2 blockers. Attack. Block. You know what? Okay, okay, it's my turn now. I'm gonna go to my turn. He doesn't do anything. So leave 1 mana up. Combat. Attack. Send the entire team. Let's see what he does. He definitely has a removal at this point. So he actually managed to buy himself a turn. Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay. Let's see. If he resolves that, he's gonna buy back Vraska's Contempt. So I'm gonna scry. Let's drop the island to the bottom. So we'll resolve that. Let's see how he blocks though. Actually no, not how he blocks. He's gonna block Champion of Wits anyway. So to test if the plan doesn't exactly work as well. So we're gonna lose that. I should have held it up. So it looks like we held something up, so we have to give him something. If we G2 Chronicler... I'm just gonna G2 Chronicler the Wizard's Lightning, I suppose. So we're gonna take some beats too. Okay, we definitely made a mistake at that point. You should have just gone for it. Okay. Scarab God comes down next. Thankfully, Torrential Gear Hulk got exiled, so I don't have to worry about that coming back. Okay. So now it's our turn. He's gonna cast. He's not casting Scarab God. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for the draw 4 cards right now. He could have a disallow, so we'll be able to hit. So we'll draw cards equal to its power. Okay, so what we're gonna drop are gonna drop the Chronicler, gonna drop the Hieroglyphic Illumination. And I'm gonna drop the Hieroglyphic Illumination. Play the land. So we have Wizard's Lightning options, so we can bolt him to 7 and turn there. So this is gonna be a bit interesting. We can drop him down to 7. Combat. If he swings, I'll take it. Nope, he's not gonna swing. So we're gonna buff up our mana. Opt. So next turn Riddle form, so we can start going up in the air. We need to hold up mana for Torrential Gear Hulk and or Essence Scatter. Bunch of options. So we're gonna lose the Treasure Trove. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. So let's get ourselves an island. We played this without an island for the longest time. Okay, an island. Fatal Push the token. So yeah, we're gonna Wizard's Lightning now. We can actually bite back again with. We can actually bite back again with G2 Chronicler. So our not so immediate game plan is to just bolt our opponent times. Okay, let that resolve. So next turn Riddle form. Opponent could have a counter. So we're gonna have to side in. We're going to have to side in our larger counter spells like this allow. We're gonna probably put Baral in as well. But we're gonna go for the super aggro plan this time, even though he has fatal pushes and whatnot. So we can draw cards the usual way. We need to draw into our other burn spells. So I'm gonna end the turn right here. Let's try to Essence Scatter that. We're not gonna activate Riddle form. If he counters the Essence Scatter, I'm gonna let that resolve. Torrent. Okay, that's good. Let that resolve. Then we're gonna Torrential Gear Hulk. Yeah, decline. Torrential Gear Hulk. We're going to re-buy back Essence Scatter. No, we're not. No, decline. So we answered Scarab God, thankfully. We've now gummed up the board. We just now have to hit Riddle form, which is not easy considering we can only considering what we're drawing right now. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So okay, let's tap that one. D2 Chronicler. We're gonna buy back. We're gonna buy back Hieroglyphic Illumination. Because right now our goal is just to win in the air. Draw cards with Hieroglyphic Illumination. Now we activate. Our opponent could have a Fatal Push. I have to take that risk. Show me Fatal Push. Nope, doesn't have the Fatal Push. So, okay, play that. No, we're gonna hold it back. One attack is just enough. Probably has the Fatal Push anyway. Yep, he did. Okay, let that resolve. So one Riddle. So opponent's deck is stacked with removal. So right now our goal is actually to just burn the face. We kinda miss you. Oh no, what can he... Oh, he's gonna buy back Scarab God. Can't activate it quite yet.
Why hire servants when you can raise the dead?
So he's gonna buy it back. Okay, I'm gonna let it resolve because he can't do anything with it. So I need to see... I need a way to deal 10 damage, and I don't know what his last card is. So definitely need a lot of mana since I'm gonna have to arch anyway. Draw. Fight at 5. Hold on. See if he counters that.
That was cheap. How dare you!
Okay. Make it or break it, so... Submit. Let's see, does this get through? Let's see if the counter spell. It got through. Stole away from under their noses. Okay, so we do have it. So our goal now is to just... Okay, we're gonna definitely put in our creatures now. So Star Mage. Essence Scatter is still kind of okay, but I think I want to replace it with Disallows. Grade's kind of okay. Let's put in... So we're gonna go for a somewhat more aggressive deck. So Sahili goes. Chandra's okay. Fight Fire's okay. Treasure Map goes. One off goes. Hour of Devastation goes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna not side into Shocks. Our opponent's not that aggressive. But we basically have enough burn spells to push through. So basically we're just gonna keep throwing burn to the face. Gonna drop Chandra, Torch of Defiance. So let's see if our opponent keeps the fatal pushes. If our opponent kept the fatal pushes, we side into the exact opposite direction. So that was an interesting stretch. We drew the fight with Fire the Wing. Okay, so we got turn 1 opt into turn 2 Riddle form. I'm gonna keep this one. I may even just play Desert of the Fervent. No, let's... Okay, we'll play the Desert of the Fervent now. Turn 2 Riddle form, turn 3 opt. Blink of an Eye support. Kinda interesting. It's probably gonna get negated too, so let's see what happens. It's got something. It's got the negate. Okay, so can't do anything about that. So now we can start sculpting the hand a bit. So opponent could have gone into a super control strategy now. So let's start off Canal, end the turn. So combat, attack, my turn, draw. Let's try and draw. So we don't want lands anymore. We'll definitely keep Adelis. Okay, here's the interesting question. No need to pump her just yet. I'm just gonna send her in. Not my turn. Let's see what happens. Oh, Torrential Gearhulk. So I'm gonna play Adelis first. I'm gonna eat the count. Okay. Combat. I'm gonna attack. See what happens. Attacks. Guess we can pump it once. Opponent could just have Vraska's Contempt. I'll be perfectly fine sending that on Adelis. Yep. He's burning all the expensive spells on them, so I'm just gonna opt instead. Well, why not? At least use the mana. Definitely don't want that now. So okay, we got a Baral also as well. That will make, so that'll make Blink of an Eye a little cheaper. Technically, that means I can Liliana Death's Majesty. Start making zombies.
Ugh, the living are just so needy.
Okay. So okay. Not gonna Lightning Strike just yet. So I'm gonna end the turn now. Torrential Gearhulk into opt. Okay, so our opponent's going to go on the
Nothing is
zombie
more
making
loyal
strategy.
than the dead.
This is gonna be a very big distraction. So let's see what does in combat. I'll just take the 2 damage if he sends it. What? Let's just blink something. So opponent has a counter spell for that. Guess it's okay if he counters it. I can just bite back with Torrential Gearhulk and we can talk about it some other time. So right now, okay, so Vraska's Contempt will bounce. Still gonna bounce the token. Okay, I want to draw that land, but Champion of Wits. Okay, interesting. Our opponent just used 2 copies of Vraska's Contempt. Actually, 3 copies. Wow. Wait. Oh, he milled one of them. Okay, so I guess Torrential Gearhulk's on the clear. Let's not give him any ideas. So gonna play Champion of Wits. Gonna ditch these 2. Gonna play Soulscar Mage. End the turn there. So right now our opponent's a little light on gas. And we do have ways to deal with, we can blink of an eye if he plays something like Scarab God. Right now he's just playing a ton of tokens.
Death is ever present.
Got their own torrential gear Hulk, so we're going to have to annoy it a bit. Combat. Send a token. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm just gonna actually send the lightning strike token. Triggers prowess, no biggie. Actually do need one more land for Champion of Wits, but I needed the other stuff in hand too. Opponent probably has a counter spell at this point. Okay, triggers. Okay. Other land. If you source you control, prowess is if whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may cast target instant. Okay, good. So this is the distraction. Okay. Torrential Gear Hulk. Enters the battlefield. Cast Blink of an Eye. Done. Oh wait! I wasn't supposed to press done. Ah! I made a mistake! But opponent's gonna take some actually no, it's not gonna take time. He's gonna return that. Buy back a Vraska's content. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, that was a careless mistake. So technically we are going to lose at this point. Misclick, misclick. Yep. Yep, this is not gonna go. This is not gonna end well. Thankfully, my Torrential Gear Hulk got exiled, so not gonna take action on that one. No attackers. Opponent can't buy. Yeah, buying back the Torrential Gear Hulk was a big coup. So at this point, yeah.
Oh, look what I found.
Zombies. We had the right plan. I just cast the wrong spell. No, I didn't. I pressed the wrong button. This. And it takes my Soul Scar Mage as well. Yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah, and go back. I could Blink of an Eye now. Doesn't really do anything. That was perfect a while ago. Yeah, I'm gonna concede at this point. Our opponent. I'm gonna concede at this point, but we have outs, so I am going to keep this plan. In fact, I'm gonna put one negate in. Drop the G2 Chronicler. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the G2 Chronic. Yes, we'll drop the G2 Chronicler. So we're gonna put the negate in. So yeah, we're kind of waffling at this point. It's not a great plan. I'm gonna put the Sorcerer's Spyglass, drop an Opt. Actually, I'm gonna drop the Abrade, put back the G2 Chronicler. Right now, Abrade is kind of okay. We do have targets for it, but we're trying to win early at this point. So this is it. Pretty much all the marbles. Nice to note that our opponent did not keep any fatal. I didn't see a fatal push here. So okay, Adeliz into Champion of Wits with negate back up. We'll keep this. Really need to pay attention to the interface. Definitely rush champ. We're gonna play champion first. Yeah, we're gonna play champion first. Actually, we can cycle the land at least, so yeah, there's some benefit to that. Depends on our opponent casts. Sleeve, yeah, cycle pass, cycle. So on our turn, champion of wits. Yuck, I didn't. So I'm gonna discard the lightning strike and the negate. So our opponent's gonna attack us. Okay, so next turn. I'm gonna cast either this. Yep. No, let's see if our opponent counters it. Okay, so we're gonna wizard Siphoner. So much more an aggressive strategy, but at least we kept our opponent from drawing an extra card, let's see. We have to be concerned where our opponent gets to the 5 mana. Starbrook can now play that tap. So combat. If our opponent has Liliana, then Torrential Gear Hulk is too late. Opponent probably has Vraska's Contempt to take care of champion, so I'm kinda okay with that. Yep. So I'm not gonna bother Lightning Strike at this point. So we're gonna end the turn there. Opponent has a very tricked out deck. Actually, the previous opponent had a very tricked out deck as well. So I guess this is what I should expect to run into. Yep. Bit late. But we do have a way to eliminate it.
You will watch me as I kill you.
I'm gonna kill it.
I won't go easy on you.
So next turn.
Servitude? Think of it as...
Okay, so I have to cast Torrential Gear Hulk. And we have to... I'm gonna take the Wizard's Light... I'm gonna take the Wizard's Lightning... Or, no, I'll take one of the Lightning Strikes. And I'm gonna be very careful about the interface next time.
Oh, you're in for it now. I dare you to try that again.
Okay, so right now opponent probably has another Vraska's Contempt, and we're gonna be stuck with a Riddle form. Scarab God. We draw Soulscar Mage, doesn't quite do it. So I'm gonna... Opponent doesn't... Okay, has a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. He could alternately take our Adeliz. So I'm just gonna start dumping our hand a bit right now. End turn, since I have no idea what to scry for yet. We're also gonna lose life while our opponent gets some card selection as well. So it's a bit of a race. So I need to start dumping lands. I need to start getting spells to activate Riddle form. Bit of a stretch. Okay, so if he does that, that means he doesn't really have much. So Riddle form, Baral on top. No, we don't want Baral on top. We actually want action on top this time. So he's gonna draw a card next turn. It's not. Yeah, I probably should have put the... Okay, gonna dump that to the bottom. So... we're gonna be in for a world of hurt. he's gonna draw a card. We're gonna take 2 damage. Yeah. We're probably not gonna win this one unless we can find a way to answer these guys. Kinda wish I had kept the Hour of Devastation at this point, but it's a bit too late for regrets. Still no Soul Scarab God. Opponent never dropped Scarab God. Okay, we got Lego. So what we can do is let's calculate it. So I'm definitely gonna make it a Sphinx. I need to start swinging in the air at least, because this is pretty much a dead card at this point. Yeah, in hindsight, control plan. Disallow. Yuck. Okay, that's like. Okay, got another Torrential Gear Hulk. This is kind of another buy-in. Take action. It's the least I can do, although I'm gonna be taking 8. Actually, it's pretty much a lost cause. I'm gonna take 8 for sure. Yeah, and he attacks with the others, it's game already. He has his own Torrential Gear Hulk for Browser's Condition. Definitely a good game at this point. So we did manage to win the first game. Our opponent. I'm really curious what our opponent did for the sideboard. Yeah, so we did. I guess having to deal with an opposing Liliana was a problem. So we missed out on that one. But oh well, that was worth a shot. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. Yeah, it's close to a big record. So we're currently at 1 win and 1 loss. Hopefully, we can get at least another win of some sort. And I agree that the games are a bit longer here because they're more grindy, I guess. Anyway, so that's it for this episode. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you guys again next time.